Cowboys CeeDee Lamb injury update and playoff hopes. The Dallas Cowboys are riding the momentum of back-to-back wins, including a dramatic victory over the Washington Commanders and their first home win of the season on Thanksgiving against the New York Giants. However, their Thanksgiving triumph wasn't all good news. Wide receiver CeeDee Lamb left the game with a right shoulder injury, casting doubt on his availability for their crucial Week 14 matchup against the Cincinnati Bengals. CeeDee Lamb's injury, a setback for Dallas. Lamb, who had struggled with drops during the game, exited in the third quarter after aggravating a sprained AC joint, a lingering issue since the Cowboys' Week 9 loss to the Atlanta Falcons. According to ESPN's Todd Archer, Lamb admitted this has been the most physically taxing season of his career. Despite this, he hasn't missed a game yet, showcasing his grit and determination. Head coach Mike McCarthy emphasized that the team's mini-bye is perfectly timed, providing much-needed rest and recovery for Lamb and the rest of the roster. The Cowboys' slim playoff hopes. At 5-7, Dallas has little margin for error as they try to claw their way back into the playoff conversation. While their chances are slim, an improved offense led by backup quarterback Cooper Rush and running back Rico Dowdle has sparked some hope. Rush has stepped up admirably in Dak Prescott's absence, and Dowdle's breakout performance against the Giants, achieving a feat not seen in 26 games, highlighted the team's resilience. But for the Cowboys to have any shot at salvaging their season, they need Lamb to regain his form. The star wideout hasn't recorded a 100-yard game or scored a touchdown since Week 8, a slump exacerbated by his shoulder injury and the team's quarterback struggles. With an extra day to recover before facing the Bengals on Monday, there's cautious optimism that Lamb will be able to suit up and make an impact. What's at stake? The NFC wildcard race is fiercely competitive, with most spots likely to go to NFC North teams. Dallas is fighting for a long-shot chance at the final wildcard slot. To stay in the conversation, they must win against Cincinnati, which will require building better chemistry between Cooper Rush and CeeDee Lamb. If Lamb can bounce back, he could be the key to unlocking the Cowboys' offense and keeping their playoff dreams alive. Looking ahead, while the odds aren't in their favor, the Cowboys have shown flashes of resilience. If Rush continues his strong play, and Lamb can push through his injury to return to form, Dallas could defy expectations in December. But with so much riding on Lamb's health, all eyes are on his recovery in the coming days. What do you think, Cowboys Nation? Can Dallas make a miracle run, or is this just a rebuilding year in disguise? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more NFL updates. Cowboys fans boo Mike McCarthy after questionable decisions. The Dallas Cowboys' Thanksgiving win over the New York Giants was supposed to be a festive occasion at AT&T Stadium. While the defense provided some highlights, most notably DeMarvion Overshown's incredible pick-six, head coach Mike McCarthy found himself in hot water with fans after a series of questionable decisions. What happened on Thanksgiving? The Cowboys' offense showed some early promise, with Rico Dowdle breaking off a couple of explosive runs. But by the second quarter, things started to unravel. As the offense stalled, frustrations boiled over in the stands. The tipping point? A baffling play call on 3rd and 14. An inside handoff to fullback Hunter Luepke. The conservative decision left fans scratching their heads and promptly serenading McCarthy with boos, despite the Cowboys holding the lead at the time. The discontent didn't stop there. Later, McCarthy opted to punt on 4th and 10 from the Cowboys' own 49-yard line, rather than attempting a long field goal with kicker Brandon Aubrey. The decision seemed especially puzzling given Aubrey's proven ability to hit from extreme distances, including a 67-yarder earlier this season. According to reports, Aubrey was ready on the sideline, helmet on, waiting for the call. But McCarthy chose to play it safe, opting to pin the Giants deep instead. Fans and analysts react. The reaction from the crowd and analysts was swift. Kevin Burkhardt, calling the game for the broadcast, summed up the sentiment perfectly. Aubrey can make kicks from Mars. If you have a kicker capable of making 70-yard field goals, why not give him the chance? Of course, McCarthy's decision to punt wasn't without logic. Dallas' defense was dominant, keeping the Giants' offense in check and piling up 3-and-outs. But for a team that has struggled to win over fans this season, playing it safe didn't sit well. The boos echoed the growing frustration with a team that has fallen short of expectations. What's next for McCarthy and the Cowboys? The Cowboys' offense needs to find consistency if they hope to stay in contention. Cooper Rush, filling in for the injured Dak Prescott, showed flashes of potential but struggled with accuracy on deep shots. Meanwhile, Rico Dowdle's reduced usage in the second half raised questions about McCarthy's game management. Despite the win, these moments highlighted the tension in Dallas. Fans are growing tired of conservative play calling in key moments, and the Cowboys' playoff hopes remain precarious at best. McCarthy's decisions will only come under more scrutiny as the season progresses. The bigger picture. This latest incident is part of a broader narrative in Dallas. AT&T Stadium has been no stranger to boos this season, with fans voicing their displeasure in earlier losses. But hearing boos while the Cowboys are leading is a whole new level of dissatisfaction. If McCarthy hopes to win back the fanbase, and perhaps secure his own job beyond this season, he'll need to make bolder decisions moving forward. The team has the tools, from a kicker with record-breaking range to a defense capable of game-changing plays. The question is whether McCarthy will trust those tools in high-stakes moments. What do you think, Cowboys fans? Was McCarthy too conservative, or were his decisions justified given the game's context? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more NFL updates. Bill Belichick's audition for Cowboys' job raises concerns. The Dallas Cowboys might have ended their 5-game losing streak with a dramatic win over the Washington Commanders, but let's be honest, this team needs a full reset. From the roster to the coaching staff, big changes could be on the horizon. Jerry Jones, ever the optimist, teased the possibility of extending current head coach Mike McCarthy on 105.3 The Fan this week, praising him as a Super Bowl-winning coach. But Cowboys fans know the truth. The team hasn't been anywhere near Super Bowl contention since McCarthy took over in 2020. This has fueled speculation about a potential replacement, and one name keeps surfacing: Bill Belichick. With 6 Super Bowl rings, Belichick's reputation precedes him. Multiple insiders believe his move to Dallas is a serious possibility if McCarthy is shown the door. But here's the kicker. His latest audition for a head coaching role has raised some serious red flags. Belichick's questionable moment on Monday Night Football. During ESPN's Manningcast on Monday Night Football, Belichick weighed in on a critical 4th-down decision in the Ravens-Chargers game. Faced with a 40 and 1 at the 30-yard line, Belichick suggested the Ravens kick a field goal to extend their lead to 10. On the surface, it sounds reasonable, but analytics and common sense said otherwise. With the Chargers' strong offensive line, a powerhouse back like Gus Edwards, and a quarterback like Justin Herbert moving the ball effortlessly, the smarter call was to go for it. Ravens head coach John Harbaugh made the aggressive choice, and Edwards converted. While the drive eventually ended in a field goal, that 4th-down conversion kept the momentum on Baltimore's side. The Ravens went on to win the game, thanks in part to their willingness to gamble on 4th downs. Why Cowboys fans should be worried? Belichick's old-school approach might be legendary, but his conservative tendencies could clash with the modern NFL's data-driven strategies. In today's league, aggression often wins games. Analytics consistently show that going for it on 4th and short, especially in opponent territory, is the right call. If Belichick's mindset doesn't evolve, Cowboys fans could be in for a frustrating experience. Imagine seeing similar situations in Dallas, with a high-powered offense led by Dak Prescott, or Cooper Rush, and Belichick opting for safe plays instead of taking risks. A good fit for Dallas? While Belichick's resume is unmatched, it's fair to question whether he's the right fit for the Cowboys. Jerry Jones values control over his franchise, and Belichick has a reputation for wanting full authority. Would their egos clash? Would Belichick adapt to a team with high expectations, but little patience for mistakes? What's next for the Cowboys? For now, it's all speculation. McCarthy's fate likely hinges on the Cowboys' performance down the stretch. If Dallas falters again, the door could open for a coaching change, and Belichick remains one of the biggest names available. But after this week's audition, fans have every right to ask, is Belichick still the home run hire he once seemed to be? What do you think, Cowboys fans? Should Dallas take the plunge with Belichick, or is it time to look elsewhere for their next head coach? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more NFL updates.